So with the customary one clap, after I read a name, these are the charter members from IBEW Local 590 in Lawton, Oklahoma, chartered on November 27th, 1933. E. Preston Nickens, Oliver I. Love, Clarence Smith, Jack Wilson, Drexel Powell, Bert Bates, James Wool, Lewis Wellborn, Jack Meredy, and Bernard Krause. Thank you, charter members, Local 590. Chartered April 19th, 1921, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Local 1141 was chartered by these members. Customary one clap, please. Paul Blakeney, E. L. Blakely, J. B. Brees, George Buchanan, J. C. Collier, Joe B. Evans, R. V. Seymour, J. G. Skinny Williamson, E. D. Woods, and J. E. Young. Give it up for those charter members from IBEW Local 1141, please. They made the choice first, and today we reap the benefits. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, brothers and sisters, we have friends. And we have friends with louder voices than our own that listen to what we have to say. There are some special ones here tonight. From the Oklahoma legislator, Brother Colin Walkie. Thanks for joining us. Sister Cindy Munson, thank you so much. Senator Kay Floyd. I know she's here, I seen her earlier. Senator George Burns. Jacob, you see Jacob? Okay. Anybody else? I miss anybody else? We love you, Cindy. She said she loved cheesecake, raspberry especially. Now, from Plovers and Pikefitters, Local 334, Business Agent Larry Brooke. Former International Vice President, Mr. Brother Orwell Tate. State Organizing Coordinator, Brother Trent Ham. Okay. Folks, it's time for me to, International Vice President Spear could not be with us this evening. He carried a virus home. It wasn't a coronavirus. And he wasn't able to join us this evening, as was International Representative Joe Smith. Both under the weather, but both sent some remarks. And if you'll give me attention, I'll read them to you at this time. You have gathered on this special day for the members of IBEW Local 1141 to celebrate a milestone that not every local union is able to reach. As you know too well, the struggle to form a union and keep it strong and viable for 100 years is not easily done. The members of Local 1141 have done just that and have been providing quality electrical services and building a solid middle-class standard of living for our members and the citizens of your communities for a full century. It is truly my honor to serve as your elected International Vice President and be associated with such a successful local union. Unfortunately, it's also my great regret that I am not able to join you in person tonight. And after traveling home from Washington, D.C., where I attended the IBEW Construction Conference and meetings with our international president last week, I have become ill and don't yet know exactly what I have contracted. I can only offer my heartfelt apologies for not being able to share in your celebration Nonetheless, in preparation for my remarks today, I took time to read Local 1141's illustrious history, which has been so well researched and laid out in the beautiful commemorative history booklet produced by the Local 1141 Anniversary Committee. What a fine piece of work. I do agree with that. The booklet reminds me of the many struggles the IBEW has endured over the years, both at the local and at the national level. The open shop movement, right to work laws, the horror of the Murrah federal building bombing, the COVID pandemic. But the booklet also speaks to our triumphs, increasing wages and benefits, membership growth, both in numbers and influence, and brotherhood. This year begins Local 1141's second century, and I have to wonder what story will the bicentennial commemorative booklet tell to Local 1141's third century electrical workers. As I look toward the horizon, I see a great opportunity before us. The union labor movement is more popular today than over 60 years, especially among young people. The federal government has just committed to the largest infrastructure spending bill in American history. Much of that investment will go towards electrical construction. This combination of popular support for unions and a massive infrastructure investment creates the best climate many of us have ever seen for growing IBEW membership and market share. When I look at what Local 1141 has achieved over the past century, it fills me with confidence about what the next century will bring. You have a great deal to be proud of. You and the brothers and sisters who came before you have scratched out, fought for, and established a thriving labor union for electrical workers while facing many challenges. I could not be prouder of what you have accomplished, and I am honored to call each of you my brothers and sisters. Thank you for inviting me to share in this celebration with you, and I hope to see many of you later this summer at the 7th District Progress Meeting. Fraternally, Brother Stephen Spear. Thank you. Guys, what I do, brothers and sisters, what I do could not be done without a lot of help. So please give me your attention while I give some much deserved appreciation for it. Starting with the executive board currently in place, my chairman, Patrick Terry, Larry Welch, Michael Strange, Carol Miller, Nick Lundstrom, Raymond Zapata, and Daniel Sims. I look at it every month in between union meetings. I don't have to tell you. It's not fun, and they get it done. In place of Joe Smith's absence tonight, we have some more special guests. His wife Danielle Smith was able to join us. Thank you, Danielle. Former Congresswoman who's taken on a giant task and will need your support in the midterms. Please welcome Kendra Warren. Good luck to you, Kendra. Okay. When you do this, you start losing friends, but you gain a few that you didn't have before. That is the case. for my next distinguished guest. Him and I took over at the same time. We went to new business manager training together. And then we battled some things and we fought some fights together that probably neither one of us would have won without the other. And I'm proud to call him my friend and brother, business manager, Local 444, Brother Michael Leonard. Thanks for coming, Michael. The guy running the camera works for the State Association. Michael and I sit on that with two other brothers, business manager Local 584, Dustin Phelan, and business manager Local 1002, Brad Perkins. Lucas is the communications director for the State Association, so he works for every local in the state, putting out good stuff and getting communication and information to our members that we can get to. Lucas gets that to you. Social media, website. Thank you. Love it. Another guy that is very important to me as far as relationships go, in my opinion, if you are a business manager and you're not getting along with your training director, with that comes issues and self-built pain. I'm blessed to have the guy that's training the future of our local, and to start the second century of training the best and the highest paid electricians in the state of Oklahoma, my buddy and brother, Clifford Stewart. When we started this road, we had some large numbers to meet. The bar was set high. And, we did some things and we built some relationships with a guy that did not want to do the job that I asked him to do. And ultimately, him and his wife came into my office and interviewed me before he accepted the position. Since he accepted the position, the organizing numbers and the membership numbers have went above and beyond any in the history of Local 1141, including signatory employer signing, my friend and my brother, Don Mullins. The president of the local does a lot. He's the third leg on the stool to having a key to a good relationship within your own local. And sometimes that's working with the employers, and sometimes that's appointing members to committees that are very important. I know that there's one pension trust committee here this evening that does a great job, and that's Sister Ryan Curry. I know I've seen you, maybe. Thank you, Ryan. Ben Pearson is also on that committee, and he's doing a great job. Thank you. Thank you. The people you talk to on the phone are the biggest part of whether you make or break a local. The voice you hear that picks up the phone when you call to have a question answered is key to our success. There's 4 ladies that take care of that. In the payroll department, she's been with us for 5 years now. She answers the phone when she takes care of payroll. It's Kelly Byer. Along with Kelly, when COVID came, we dealt with some things that we've never had to deal with before. One being autoimmune disorders, pre-cancer. Both of those things affected the next 2 secretaries that I'm going to introduce to you. One's still at home working, and she's been there longer than any of us. She does NPR, she does input, she works with NICA, and she works with our employers' payroll department. she single-handedly tackled paid-for time off with an upward tiering formula that only she could do, and that's Carla Yardley. The other one is with us tonight. You've seen her mom, you've seen her daughter, you've seen her husband at the door, and she's back at it. She's not in the hall per se 8 hours a day. She was able to come tonight. And you know, when you've been there as long as she has, and she's dealt with as many people as she has, her family kind of married this logo when she started, and that's the way I look at that today, and we love them very much. Summer guys keep doing benefits for Benji. She's a champion. And my go-to in most, you know, you do this and sometimes you have a crisis. And you got a first person that you call, and you got a second person that you call. If it's something has to do with a member, with information, with getting some information to you that I need to because I can't get a hold of you. If it don't really matter. It don't really matter. I know you love her because I do too. I talk to her, she answers the phone when you do. My go-to, Laura Adams. You know, we started this in 2015. I was going all over the country, and I've been blessed and I'm fortunate enough to go all over the country listening to speakers and bring it back to my staff and let them know what I'm heard and put into some things that they're able to put into that motivates you when you do what we do. Trying to explain what we do to somebody is very difficult as well. What we do is we keep our members happy. We increase our numbers of membership. Are there any signatory employers in the room? We go to work for signatory employers that put in call that need qualified help. And if they didn't do that, we would not be able to organize and increase our membership in the direction that we need to be going without new employers and new work. Thank you, Corey Ford. I know I've seen you. Any others? Did I miss any other employers? Okay, we're getting there. I promise I'm almost done. Hang in there, James Taylor. It's good to see you all. I see Larry. Brother Larry, Lori in the back, Stevens, Barry Curl. Good to see all of you. And they can't hear me, so I can pretty much say anything about them I want to say. The next guy I want to introduce you to, if you know me, you know him. And you know a side of me that a lot of you don't. Because you do know him. The absolute person that I go to with anything and everything that I have, my friend and my brother, Steve Myers. We went through a period pre-COVID that we needed another person to go organize. And any time during my particular portion of helping as a team, if I needed somebody to do something, I could always call this person. And it didn't matter what it was. She was super from a political standpoint. She was super from an organizing standpoint. Anything we've asked her to do in this local for the last 10 years, she has done. She's still out there working on her tools today, and she's an organizer on her tools, and she's always talking good things about what we're doing in our local. Sister Jennifer Duncan. Our newest member, our newest staff member has started a new endeavor. She's came on board, she's went above and beyond, she's learning what it takes to build relationships, to increase membership and increase employer numbers and man hours in your local moving forward. She's going to be great. Tell her it's going to take a little bit of time, but she's going to be there to educate our new members, get them on the right track, and hopefully sign some new employers. Sister Janice Miller. Let's do this. Working, right? You organized? Two more, and it's the two biggest parts of me that you will ever know in this lifetime. One has been with me since birth, and the other has been with me for 35 years. They both have supported me through the things that this culture builds and trends and grows inside of you. And sometimes that's not good. When it's not, you need solid support. These two people have supported me through them times when there wasn't any work and when all there was alcohol. And, it was a long way to work. It took a lot of alcohol to get there. I still got them both. My dad's card number is D624822. Mine is D624821. He started his journey over again with me when I started mine. He was doing residential and commercial wiring when we were still a country club and doing exclusive interviews behind closed doors to get a membership into the IBEW. He literally fought for his ticket. He inspires me. He's been my hero. He's still my hero. He's my dad, Dewayne Wilcox. Thanks, Dad. Thank you. The other feels things that I feel, says things without me saying it, walks with me when I can't walk. We've been blessed with 3 beautiful grandsons, 2 beautiful children that are grown, and I would not want to live another day without her, my wife, Terry Wilcox. Good Lord, Lord, if I miss somebody, tell me now. I know that. I know that. No, I saved I had to save the last introduction because it's the best for me. It's the best for me when it comes to this industry and when it comes to this job. He don't say that's not my job. He don't say that if I would have done this or if I should have done this. He says the next time I'll do this. He talks to our lawyers because he knows the language. He keeps us in line. He's pretty much the right side of my brain when it comes to doing this job. And he's going to introduce our keynote speaker to you all, which I feel very, very good about. He does it all, and I love him, and I appreciate it very much. And it's my friend and my brother, Jim Griffey.